All right, so it looks like I'm in the middle of a quiz here. We're dealing, Khan Academy, dealing with functions. It's like the second quiz. So I'm going to go ahead and finish out this quiz and kind of start it over again. Hopefully it'll be helpful when you're doing yours. It says, for a given input value q, the function f outputs a value r. Okay, all right. Trying to be all tricky here. So the input, that represents our domain. Then the output, all right, the output, that represents our range. So that's our, remember, domain is your x values and range is your y values. So it looks like we're trying to solve, all right, we're trying to solve for f, or f of q. So here's the cool news. Check this out. Do you guys see where it says f of q? Basically, that means we are going to have everything in terms of q. All right, so it says the output value is r. So basically on this one, f of q means r equals. F of q is your output. It says the value r is your output. So we're going to be solving for r. So here we go. We got 11q minus 4 equals 3r minus 6. I'm going to solve for r. That's all I'm going to do. Just solving for r. Super easy. Just got to get all the r's by themselves. So I'm going to add a 6 to both sides. Add a 6. Add a 6. Combining like terms. Notice I put the 6 underneath that negative 4, not underneath the 11q, because see, these are like terms and those aren't. So that zeroes out. These are called additive inverses. They've always been called additive inverses. I'm really not making that up. It's just something they've been called for a long period of time. So additive inverses always add up to 0. And I'm not making that up. That's true. It's a true statement. So we have 11q. And negative 4 plus 6 is positive 2. So 6 minus 4 is 2. Now, if we're solving for r, I want to know what r equals. I don't want to know what 3r equals. So here's the cool news. We're going to divide everything by 3. So we get 11q plus 2 all over 3. And bam! That's what I'm going to write right in here. Okay? Now, there's another form that you could do. You could also say r equals 11 over 3 times q plus 2 over 3. This is another form. It's an equivalent expression, is what they say. So I could write it this way, or I could write it this way. So which way do I want to do it? I don't know. I think I'll just do it this way because it looks cooler, even though it's not necessarily easier. Actually, it's easier to write. So we got 11q plus 2. 11q plus 2, and it's all over a 3, and then I hit check, and boom, good work, I got it. I must be doing something right. Now, if you get something wrong, all you got to do is hit see step-by-step solution. Look, see, that in my other form. Remember the other form I put? Look. Do you see the other form right there? They also accept this other form. All right? So what do? Look at that. It looks like they added 6 to both sides. But here's the thing. They didn't really tell you that they divided both sides by 3. They just kind of expect you to know the steps. So that's why I do the video and try to explain the steps with my voice, and hopefully you'll understand it. All right, let's go on to the next one. Next question. What do we got? Ooh, domain. We got an easy one. So, hey everybody, quick question. What's the domain? You can say it out loud. It's okay. Yeah, that's right. Set of all your x values. So let's look at our x's. All right. All my x's don't live in Texas. One of them lives in Ohio. Here we go. -2, -1, 1, 5, 6. So what is the domain? The domain is dealing with just your x values. So you'll notice right here I'm at a -2, so I'm looking for -2. Oh, there it is. Right there. -2. And I'm at a -1, a 1, a 5, and a 6. So this is called a discrete function. All right, discrete just dots ordered pairs. So I know I'm just going to use those ordered pairs right there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start this quiz over real quick. Gonna start this over. Do a few more. Okay, let's take the quiz again. Let's do it. Let's have some fun here, huh? What in the world? We got word problems? All right, so here we go. Baby Amelia's parents measure her height every month. H of T models Amelia's height in centimeters when she was T months old. Okay, all right. So all we're going to do is we're going to write some inputs and outputs. Okay. All right, so we have h of t models the height in centimeters. So I'm going to put h of t. What does that model? That equals the height in centimeters. So the height in centimeters. All right, and t represents how old she is. T equals months, like her age, months old. All right. Okay. So right now it looks like right here we have a t value. All right. A t value is 25. So it looks like she's 25 months old. Okay. 25 months old. And if you plus 5, it looks like she was already 5 centimeters tall. So we got to figure out which one of these statements works. So this part right here represents the height, her height at 30 months. Okay, the height at 30 months. This represents the height at 25 months. This is the height of 25 months. The height at 25 months. All right, so it says when Amelia was 30 months old, she was 5 centimeters taller than when she was 25 months old. That seems like a pretty good statement. I'm gonna select that right now and then read through the other ones, okay? The sum of Amelia's heights at 5 months and 25 months is equal to, actually, this one would be h of 5 plus h of 25 would equal h of 30. That's what this sentence would, if I wanted to write an equation to match it, that's what it would be. Okay? And then this one says it took Amelia 5 months to grow from a height of 25 centimeters to a height of 30. That doesn't match up with anything. So I'm going to go with answer choice A. Woohoo! All right. Quiz 2. For the given input value of x. So x is the input. So that's our input. That's our domain. The function h outputs a y value. Okay, so the h is our y value. So this just basically means y equals. So all we got to do is just solve for y. All right. 6x plus y equals 4x plus 11y. There we go. We're going to solve for y. We've got to get all the y's to one side. All right, so get all the y's to one side. All I'm going to do is take away a y and take away a y. All right. And what does that leave me with? It leaves me with 6x equals 4x plus 10y's. So I got all the y's to one side of the equal sign. Now I'm just going to get all the x's to the other side. Take away an x. Take away an x. Looks like I got a total of 2x's equal to 10y. So that zeroes out. This becomes a 2. And if I'm solving for y, the last thing I'm going to do is divide both sides by 10. And I get y equals 2/10 of x. But that can reduce to 1/5 of x. And that's going to be my final answer. So what's my final answer in terms of x? I'm just going to put a 1 over a 5x. You could also put x over 5. Either way, it works. So here we go. Bless you. You bet. Sorry, I had a student sneeze, just trying to be polite. See if I got this one right. So let's see, let's do it in my head here. Ready? Take away a y, take away a y. That's 10y. Take away 4x, take away 4. Yeah, I think we're right. Boom, got it. Ooh, cool. What's the range? This will be the last question we do. What's the range? The range deals from the y value. So I'm going from -7, then -4, then 3. Oh, forgot this one right here. There's a -1 right there. So -7, -4, -1, 3, 7. Starts at -7. All right, then goes to -4, then -1, then 3. Yeah, looks like the g of x values. Those are all my y values. It goes from a -7 all the way to a +7. Now, this is what you would use if it was discrete, but this isn't discrete. I'm sorry. Let me say that again. This is what you would use if it was continuous. This is a discrete function. My apologies. Discrete means dot or ordered pairs. All right, so this will be the last problem that I do, unless the next one's really easy. But this one says, for a given input value b. So that kind of gives you a clue. It lets you know your input. Your input is your domain or your x value. So I'm going to put the input is my domain. The function g outputs. Ooh, there's my output. So that's my range. All right. So it says write a formula for g of b in terms of b. So all I'm doing is writing everything in terms of b. So what is technically g of b equal to? It's equal to what? Yeah, you're right. A. It's what a is. So basically I just got to solve for a. Wow, that's all I got to do? Seriously, is just solve for a. Huh. Okay. Well, let's see here. There's my a. There's a -7. So I guess I could just like add 7 to that side and add 7 to that side. So it looks like I got a equals, that's a horrible looking a. Wow, that's an a only a mother could love. All right, there we go. A equals. Now, technically, this right here is an equivalent expression. I mean, it didn't say write simplified, so I could technically just do 3 parentheses b plus 2 plus 7, but you know, people would probably highly frown on that, so I'll go ahead and simplify it. 3 times b, 3 times 2, we get what? 3b plus 6 plus 7. So what would be the simplified version? 3b plus 13. Okay, so that's what I'm going to type in. Now, wait, you know what? I'll be a rebel. I won't simplify it. Look at this. 3 parentheses b plus, oh, not equals. That would be bad. Plus 2. And what did we say? Plus 7, everybody? Plus 7? All right, it's not simplified, but you know what? You didn't say simplify it, so what you think about that, Jack? Now, see step by step. You see where I said there's the simplified version, the 3b plus 13? So just sometimes all you got to do is just read the question and do what it asks you to do. All right, this is an easy one. Just says find the what? Find the range. So range is what? How low that you go to how high that you fly. So what do you guys say the range is? How low does it go? -9. How high does it get? -2. So it goes from what? -9 to -2. Now this is continuous. You guys see how it's continuous? Because like if I had to trace it, you would have to like, you couldn't just lift your pen off the paper. So it goes from what? -9 to -2. So I'm going to have to say A. -9 to -2. I feel pretty good about that. Yep. Look at there, 100. So hopefully this video will help you also achieve 100 in this and in your life. Have a great day.